YouTube, what's going on? Today we have a brand new video on the Baneblade system, the new Baneblade system. We're covering everything. Honestly speaking, it's been a long time since there was a APC parts update. Baneblade released probably 2 years ago at this point, if not longer. And besides that, there really hasn't been anything besides some like war badge research, which is pretty much just fluff content. Let's be honest. So, what the hell is this new Baneblade stuff? Is it pay to win? Is it free to play friendly? Is it worth it? How much do you get? What parts should you upgrade? I'm going to talk about all that. We're going to cover all that. We're going to go into some deep math a little bit later on. But first things first, let's talk about the new system. So you should have got a game mail in the Last Shelter studio here about the new Baneblade modification stuff. This goes over the very basics. But there are 3 new resources. If you go into your APC and you go into like where you equip your parts, you'll see that there's titanium enhancement. So there's a titanium alloy, which is sort of like your base ingredient, your base resource. This is kind of like the most important thing, the one you're going to have the most of. Then there's dynamo boosting or thermal power. These, you actually don't need a ton of these, and we'll get into this later. And then there is a thing to basically advance it, just like in the mech weapon stuff, where there's like the advancing chips. It's advanced titanium alloy. So you can see here in a pack, obviously you can buy everything, right? Per usual, you can buy everything in the pack, but this is the advanced titanium alloy, and this is only used to kind of go up some stages. We'll cover that in a second. So all 3 of them are necessary. You basically need to get them all. You can get them in quite a number of different ways, actually, which is really cool. The titanium alloy, the main ingredient here, obviously you can buy in the packs. You can buy literally everything in the pack. So, whatever. This main ingredient, you can actually get from killing Wendels. So there are level 30 Wendels now introduced. I'll show you these. So you can just search for these level 30 Wendels. They give you quite a lot of titanium alloy for just killing it. You get 200. Again, you can kill 20 of these a day, I believe, and you get the rewards, as well as for the first time kill, you get the advanced titanium alloy and regular titanium alloy. You can get it from some dailies. Sometimes it kind of really depends. I'm not sure if there's a pattern yet. We'll find out. You can get it from the VIP store as well, and some other good stuff like that. The thermal power for the dynamo boosting, which is basically getting more stars or ranking up your stuff. Again, it'll all make sense in a second. You can get that from Clash of Alliances or the COA rewards. So here you can get, as you can see. And then again, the advanced titanium alloy are basically the one-time rewards from Wendels, and I'm sure there will be more methods of getting all of this materials later on, but for now, that's kind of what we have. So that's pretty much the system. We'll go back in here and I'll explain it a little bit more. So basically, you start at level 1. All of your pieces start at level 1, or level 1, 0 stars, 0 rank, nothing. You can upgrade them all the way up to level 50 using the titanium alloys. Again, once you reach like a level 9, so you need to go to 10, you'll need to use the advanced titanium alloys. And then in order to actually level up or like star them up, you need the dynamo boosting, and this will require the thermal power. Now, everything does slightly different things. The dynamo boosting basically gives you a multiplier on top of your stats. So here you can see at 1 star, you get 1.03. So a 3% increase, which isn't huge in base, but as you level it up, you get more and more and more stats. As you can see here, we're at 38% troop load. I mean, who gives a crap about troop load, right? But you're at 37 or 57.2% might. Every time you upgrade it, it goes 0.6 or 0.7 might up. I do have a chart. I will be sharing that chart for everyone to see like every single level, but it's basically exactly linear. So it doesn't matter. 11 to 12 is the same as 1 to 2 or 51 to 52. It's always the same. The cost, however, does increase, obviously. So yeah, that's about it. You basically can just level this up to level 9. Then you want to like advance it using the advanced alloys to level 10, 10 to 19, advance it 20 to 29, etc. It goes up to level 60. And then there's the dynamo boosting, which is a completely separate system. It'll multiply all of the effects that you have by, again, whatever the multiplier is here. This can actually go up to 10 stars, which is honestly slightly ridiculous, if we're being sincere. After all of that stuff, we have special effects based on sort of sets, just like you had set bonuses with Baneblade. So for getting 2 pieces, getting 4 pieces, and 6 pieces, there are set effects for the new system. So here, if you equip 6 level 10 parts with 1 star or rank 1, you'll then get this bombardment skill, which will basically just deal 5% more Baneblade damage. This isn't great. It's kind of just like the Baneblade skill already. This is really nothing to consider, or not too much to consider. I mean, 5% damage is nice, but it's a skill. It's like a usable thing. It's not all the time. But if you equip 6 level 10 or more, 2-starred, so if you have all 6 of your pieces at level 10 or above, and they're at least 2 stars, you'll get 5% damage. Now that's pretty solid. We'll kind of cover all the value and the worth and what to upgrade and blah, blah, blah in a little bit. First, let's talk about what pieces to upgrade. So as we know, when it comes to the Baneblade stuff, your gun or your weapon and your suspension system give you might and tactical might. Very, very, very strong. Tactical might is honestly just a very, very weak attribute at the moment. And for whatever reason, the coefficient that you gain per level on your tactical might and tactical resistance is just super, super, super low. Might, for example, every single time you're gaining 1.3% every time you upgrade it. Tactical might, for some reason, you're getting 0.07%. Or 0.7%. So it's very bizarre. And then similarly with HP. So HP, your control system and then your engine give you HP. HP also goes up by, I think, 1.3% every upgrade. So the tactical might and tactical resistance is just by far the worst. It's just double bad. It's a bad stat and it only goes up half as much, basically. So generally speaking, the HP pieces are the best ones to upgrade first. There are circumstances where that isn't the case. Your APC is going to, play a big factor in there, but you actually just get the most bang for your buck. So for example, when you're upgrading your HP through, let's say the Hopeness Lab through polymer crystals, you're basically getting a 5% HP upgrade. You actually don't even need to upgrade this very much to actually get that from the titanium enhancements. You can see here, you get 0.3 every single time you upgrade it. So you get there pretty quickly. Whereas the might, it's 30%. You need to upgrade more. So theoretically, the HP is a stronger increase than might. However, that's just kind of the value, the mathematical stuff, the on paper, where in practice, might can be really, really good. In terms of actual strength contribution. So for example, Tuner Cyclone Nightingale or Jackie Cyclone Nightingale, you literally just want might. HP is basically useless. You just want might. And in that case, obviously upgrade these 2 pieces first as kind of as high as you can. Sort of. We'll get back to that. In a combination like Super Killer, Outlaw, Flash, where you have 2 heroes who excel with might, or they do a lot of damage, then obviously the might is more important. But if you have an APC like Angel, Kung Fu, or Angel, iFan, Hammer, then the HP is going to be more important, more impactful. So again, general guidance is going to be HP, but it really, really depends on your APC. You're going to see a lot of people are upgrading their might pieces first, and that's probably the suggestion that I would go with. However, don't upgrade these, obviously. These resistance is just not nearly as strong right now, just based on the way that battles actually work. So yeah, that's about it. However, The breakpoints are arguably the most important things to reach. So as we saw earlier in the titanium enhancement thing, these special effects breakpoints are actually the most important things. Or maybe not necessarily the most important, but they're very, very, very strong. If you're getting all of your things up to 2 stars, level 10, you'll then be getting a damage +5 increase on the APC. That's very, very good. That's going to increase every single squad. So like Super Killer will get that 5% HP, and Flash will get that 5% HP in the in the APC I was referencing earlier. That's very, very strong. And the lower the item is, the less amount of resources that it requires. So it's cheaper to upgrade early, and you get added bonuses. Here you can see if they're level 20, if you have 6 level 20s with 3 stars, you get a big shield. This is honestly really, really strong. It's not like game breaking, but it is strong. And it just goes on and on and on. You get a bunch of crazy skills and stats and things like that for these breakpoints. So honestly, it's most worth it to kind of just spread everything out here. As you can see, just level everything up to level 10, rank everything up to 2 stars, and then kind of continue from there. Now, if you don't have enough materials to just do all that at once, probably upgrade your might pieces first. So that's the general guidance. Get everything to level 10, dynamo boost it all to 2 stars if you can. Obviously, it depends on your resources. I'm actually not really sure how many resources we're going to be getting. It's a very new system. Most likely there will be different ways of getting all this stuff. So, things could definitely change. Now, let's talk about cost and whether or not this is pay to win. For a single Baneblade part, for a single APC, it's actually pretty free to play friendly, to be honest, and very low spender friendly. You can get most of this stuff here. You can get full level 10s. You can get 2-star stuff being completely free to play fairly quickly. You can even upgrade one set of Baneblade parts pretty high, even if you're free to play or a low spender. However, medium spenders and above mostly all have 6 Baneblade sets, if not more. When you're considering 6 Baneblade sets, getting everything to level 60, 10 stars, that's 2,160 levels. And 360 stars, because you basically have 36 Baneblade parts. That's when things get incredibly expensive. I would 1,000,000% recommend focus on one APC, focus on one Bane set, get it up fairly high. Again, there is a mathematical point where the return that you're getting is no longer great, and the chart basically just looks like this. At that point, you can go into your second APC, do the same thing, and then go into a third APC. I would not go any more than 3. Generally, I would just stick to 1. But if you have a lot of good APCs, or you need to be super defensive, you're one of the strongest players in your team, you might need to spread it out to 3. When something like this comes out, the Super Whales always have an advantage. They basically are able to max these things out very quickly, get an enormous amount of stats. If you max all of this stuff, if it's level 60, 10 stars, just this one piece, level 60, 10 stars, it's more than twice as strong as just a normal Baneblade level 1. And then you're multiplying that because it's okay, both of these are more than twice as strong. So you're just insanely strong. That's going to happen. The gap will then close. So yeah, I think for me, this is a pretty decent system. Free-to-players can play it. There's nothing that's paywalled. There's nothing that you have to buy packages in. You can get everything completely free, and honestly, quite a lot of it. Medium and small spenders, can also have an opportunity. You can buy little packs that have, $5, $10 packs, whatever, that have this stuff in there, so you can get yours up. And then the whales obviously can just go crazy. Top 4 UK, for example, already has I don't even know, level 50s and just crazy stuff. I've seen people with 10 stars. So there's just some insane stuff for some of the Super Whales. So when it comes to the value, I do think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to participate in, even if you're a small spender. maybe buying like one or two of the good packs when they come out. I wouldn't just be buying this on rotation. I think in general, USB, yesterday tech, and even war badges are more important than this. This kind of feels like a I don't know, mech scenario where you don't necessarily have to spend a lot on the packs. You'll gain them by playing the game, or like a hero parts where, yes, it's a big upgrade when you have all of your heroes upgraded, but just getting one hero to like 3 or 4 star sets isn't really going to change the outcome of the battle. That's sort of how this Baneblade system feels, at least for now. So slowly work towards it. I wouldn't be spending a ton of money on this. Personally, I won't be spending money on this, or like, a significant amount of money on it, just other than kind of the research process. So yeah. Other than that, I think it's a fairly decent system. I mean, it's obviously another way for the whales to, for the gap to increase, but the gap wasn't shrinking, so it doesn't really matter. If the whales are still stronger, it doesn't make any difference. Play within your own range, right? If you're a small spender, beat small spenders. If you're a medium spender, beat medium spenders, and even some big spenders. So yeah. That's about it, guys. I know, kind of a confusing system. There's even more resources that we have to consider. There's 3 new resources along with the mech, along with the USB and the war badges and this, that, the other, iron plates. There are so many systems designed to kind of squeeze money out of you if you're just buying everything every single week. I will be doing a video on the best resources, in my opinion, to focus on first. So that you can stretch your dollar a lot further. If every single week you're buying like one $5 pack, or one, I think we already bought some of these actually, so I think there are cheaper packs. But let's just say one $20 pack a week on these, it can go a lot further elsewise. Now, in terms of overall cost, I haven't been able to get level 60, so I don't fully know the cost of these things, of how much it will actually take. But what I can say is up to level 30, so if you just titanium enhance up to level 30, it's going to cost you 57,000, I believe, or 60,000. Yeah, excuse me, 60,000 titanium alloy to get up to level 60. Not a huge amount, honestly, but not a huge amount as well. So getting up to level 30 is fairly realistic. In order to get up to 5 stars, you actually don't need that much thermal power. You need 7,500 thermal power. Now, the thermal power, it's going to take you a lot longer. You basically get like 50 a day just from doing normal activities. So that will take some time if you're not buying any of the packs. But again, I'm sure there will be more ways to get this stuff later on. So you can get sort of high up. I don't know beyond that. I'm not sure what it takes to go from like 50 to 51 or, 59 to 60. So yeah, until that happens, I don't know. But you can get up pretty high, just very light spending or free to play. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Please let me know if you have any other questions on the new system. It's, like I said, pretty good system. I would just go slow. Don't freak out about it. The general guidance is going to be upgrade 1 APC as up to like at least level 20. Level 20, 3 stars. First, you basically want to get everything level 10, 2 stars, then get everything level 20, 3 stars, then level 30, 3 stars, and then probably work towards, maybe your other APCs or continue getting those stars up. So like a level 30 with 5 stars is kind of the area that most medium spenders will kind of be at for a period of time. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I know it's almost 20 minutes. There's a lot of stuff to cover. Please just comment hashtag new Bane. I'll know, the other commenters will know that you're a super nerd. You watched all the way through the video, and I appreciate everyone who does. So have a great day, everybody. Love y'all. See you on the next one. Peace.